Now we're going to work on questions 4 through 6 on the midterm review. So for number 4, let's get started. Um, they just ask in number 4 to find the inverse relation, and that's different than finding the inverse. So for number 4, all you have to do to find the inverse relation, if they tell you y equals 2x plus 4, remember the most fundamental thing about an inverse is that x and y pairs switch. So in this case, you would just have to write down x equals 2y plus 4. And that would be choice C, and that would be the inverse relation. But number 5, they ask to find the inverse of the function. So that's basically where you want to find the inverse function. So if you start out, remember it with f of x is equal to 5x minus 8, we have you first put down y for f of x, and then you switch xy pairs. So here I'm switching them. And then you solve for y. So in this case, I'm going to add 8 to both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 5. And then I'm going to rename y to be the inverse. That would be f negative 1, which stands for the inverse of f of x. And that would be my inverse. So I'm going to zoom out so we can see which choice it would be on the multiple choice. And we have, it looks like it is choice B. So just put a B there. And now in the last one, number 6, it says find the slope of the line containing given points, but they've put them in function notation. So you have to remember how function notation corresponds to xy values. So f of 2 equals negative 12, f of negative 19 equals 11. So this means right here that it has a coordinate of 2 comma negative 12, and this function notation means that you have the coordinate negative 19 comma 11. Remember the slope equation, you should know this by now, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. We put that into our equation, and these equations, of course, you can have a note card on your midterm, so you should definitely write this down in case you think you might mix things up. Negative 12 minus 11 all over 2 minus negative 19. And what that results in is negative 23 over 21. So I'm looking for a slope of negative 23 over 21. That would be choice A. And I'm just going to make a plot to make sure it's in fact, if I go to 2, negative 12, that would be down here. And negative 19, 11 would be up here. So the slope is definitely negative. And I just want to verify that I didn't make any mistake with my slope. Remember, you can always draw a slope triangle. And in this region here, that would be your change in x values. And this would be your change in y values. Anyhow, hopefully this has helped, and tune in to the next video for 7 through 9.